Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Glow Rhino Fermi, so power through those close-ups and I'll illuminate all the features of this knife. I want to mention that this video isn't sponsored, but Glow Rhino did send me this knife so that I could check it out and share it with all of my friends. I really appreciate it when companies do that, and it allows me to get an idea of the knife and the product, but I do want to let you all know that I am committed to remaining unbiased with all of my reviews. The knife they sent me is their Fermi, which just glows my mind. Listen, if you didn't also come here for the puns, I don't know what to tell you. So the name of this knife actually pays homage to Enrico Fermi, who was an Italian-American physicist who created the world's first nuclear reactor. He made important contributions to the statistical mechanics, quantum theory, and nuclear and particle physics. He also received the Nobel Prize for his work on radioactivity. And if you want to learn more about Enrico Fermi, I have added a few links for you below. The designer of this knife seems to be an in-house designer at Glow Rhino, and the knife is manufactured by Bestech. The knife can be opened by using the thumb studs on either side of the blade, and I will go into detail about the special feature that you may have noticed on the thumb stud in a moment. So deploying the knife is really smooth since it runs on ball bearings. Once it's deployed, the blade is locked into place with a liner lock, which is a piece of metal on the inside of the handle that interacts with the back of the blade and prevents it from closing accidentally. The Fermi has a drop point blade, which means the spine of the blade drops down to meet the tip. And it's probably one of the most common knife shapes that I have in my collection right now. So the shape is good for slicing due to the nice belly, and it has a really nice pointed tip. The blade features a high flat grind, which is good for slicing if you need to cut through some crafted materials for cosplays, or if you're just cutting through cardboard. The blade steel is D2 with a black PVD finish, and PVD means physical vapor deposition. And I plan on doing a video sometime about all the different blade finishes and their features in a future video. So D2 is a tool steel with good edge retention and is considered semi-stainless, so it's not 100% stainless. So you want to be sure to clean it after use and to oil the blade every now and again. The black PVD coating here will also help avoid corrosion over time. It's like a top coat for nail polish. The blade length on the Fermi is 3 inches with an overall length of 7 inches. So let's do some size comparisons with the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, the Civivi Elementum, and the NAF's Baby Banter. As you can see, it is pretty similar in size to the Elementum. Now, remember, it is your responsibility to know your local laws and regulations. I am not a lawyer, even though I wish I was paid a lawyer's salary. The handle material is black G10, which is a lightweight and durable composite made of fiberglass and resin. And additionally, G10 is a versatile material that can be dyed many colors, but you do need to start with a light colored G10 if you want to dye it. If you'd like to learn how to dye G10, check out this video right here. The pocket carry capabilities are good if you have real pants pockets. And the Fermi has a really nice deep carry pocket clip. So you won't have the end of the knife popping out of your pocket. Stealthy. The one downside to the clip is that it is not reversible for left-hand carry. The time I am sure a few of you have been waiting for is what makes this knife so different, you ask? Are you going to talk about the thing you mentioned earlier? Yes. Everybody calm down. You're at a 10. I need you to 2. Deep breath with me now. The cool thing about this knife is that the thumb stud and the handle scales feature tritium inserts. Now, some people may not know what that is, It kind of sounds like a sci-fi sounding name for money, but it's actually a radioactive material. I promise that it is safe, and you won't gain superpowers, sadly. But it's not a cheap material that glows if you put a light on it. It's actually fairly expensive. Tritium is a radioactive isotope of hydrogen, and it doesn't need to be charged with a light in order to make it glow. Instead, the radioactive decay of the tritium naturally gives off light. So you can leave this in a dark room for a few years and it will still be glowing. Tritium has a half-life of around 12 years, so after 12 years it will glow half as bright as it did originally, and it will eventually stop glowing completely after about 20 years. Naturally occurring tritium is extremely rare apparently, and it's more commonly created artificially in labs and can be found in instruments and tools, dive watches, and gun sights. It is a really cool material, and it's been great to find when the house is dark, and I've forgotten where I had left this. The thumb studs also have tritium as well, and they come in a few colors of red, green, orange, and a yellow and a black liner. The price of this knife is a bit higher than other D2 and G10 knives, but that's because tritium is expensive. I think the price is pretty reasonable at only about $100. So if you like this, I do recommend you go get yourself one. I think they're going to become quite popular. So let me shine a light on all the features I like and the things that I think they could improve on. First, I really like the overall appearance. The knife is a great size for me with my tiny hands, and the G10 is nice and grippy. And I also really like the tritium inserts. They make it easy to find the knife if you lose it in a bag, drop it on the ground, or misplace it in a dark room. Way to glow, guys! Good job! There's only one downside for me personally, which may not be a make it or break it for you. It does not have a place to attach a lanyard. I wish I could have had one so I could have added a glowing bead, but sadly, I won't be able to. However, I can always add a glow bead to the pouch set with this. So that's it. That's all I got. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Did you love this, hate this, or are you sitting like Switzerland, neutral to the world? As always, I try to end with something inspirational, something nice because everything is just bananagrams. So my inspiration or cheat code for you all today is if you hate using rolls of tape because you struggle to find the edge, reuse a bread bag tag and add it to the end of the tape so you never have trouble finding the seam edge ever again. You're welcome. So please subscribe or share my channel with your friends and the ladies in your life. I appreciate you. Thank you everyone for taking the time and making it to the end. My self-esteem thanks you.